Okay, today we're going to talk about the ancient art of Shivambu, or urine therapy. Okay, here we are, guys. You guys ask about the butthole sunning all the time. This is aged urine. This is about 6 months, maybe a little bit longer, give or take. It's got that nice brown tint to it.
Troy Casey and his alternative health methods have gone too far. Let's talk about it. Troy Casey, or better known as Certifiedhealthnut on TikTok, is known for his natural remedies and how he can look so good for his age. But some of his latest content has just gotten too far and it needs to stop. So one of the things this man believes in is urine therapy. According to The Sun, another hack the ex-model swears by is his consumption of his own urine. In fact, he even rubs it onto his skin.
Okay, today we're going to talk about the ancient art of Shivambu, or urine therapy. Now, I'm not advocating that you do it. I'm talking about my own personal practice.
Okay, well, right off the bat, I actually do love that he says, maybe don't try this at home, but this is what I do.
It resonates with you and you think it's a good idea for yourself, then I recommend reading J.W. Armstrong's Water of Life. And so I've been practicing urine therapy for the greater part of the last 2 decades, about 20 years.
Okay, yeah, don't do that, because with one quick Google search, you can find that this doesn't actually work. There is no proven scientific data that drinking or using urine in any other ways can improve health benefits, according to a report in the Journal of Urology. Much of what we have heard about the use of urine therapy has no medical basis and is folk remedy that can actually worsen injury. So either this guy doesn't actually drink it, or he has been making the last 20 years of his life a living hell.
I shook this one up already because typically it has some type of residue. Some people call it ormus. It's like a cloudy white part of it.
Yeah, dude, because you're not supposed to drink that. That's from your body. You don't drink your own urine. That's all waste that's leaving your body.
Shook that up to integrate it into it. Now, the folklore behind this is it has HGH, stem cells, amino acids, minerals. I drink a little bit of it every morning. This is aged urine.
Again, seriously, do not do that because it can even do more harm than it can good. And if anything good happens, I can't possibly see anything good happening. Let's just put it like that. And this guy does realize you can get peptides, amino acids, and all the other things that he said from a doctor, right? You don't have to drink your own urine.
And so you pee in here, you put a cheesecloth over it, you get anaerobic bacteria going in it, and then aerobic bacteria. You close it up and it seals it and it cooks out here in the sun. I've drank this on camera before. Sky Cowan's documentary she did of me. It's very powerful. It smells like ammonia. The feeling that I get from it is amazing. And then it makes my skin look golden orange, kind of.
Did he say drinking? Oh, he actually drank the piss. He did that. But did he actually say drinking his own urine makes his skin golden orange? Oh gosh, dude, why? You don't at all possibly think that it's just you being out in the sun for a long period of time that caused it? Maybe not the urine? And now let's go over his next all-natural technique, shining your butthole up to the sun. And no, you heard me, this guy does that.
Okay, here we are, guys. You guys ask about the butthole sunning all the time, and this is another one of my practices. I don't always talk about it, but it's well known that your sphincter or your butthole is one of the most sensitive or thin mucous membranes in the body.
Yes, that is well known. That is why people know not to shine your butthole up to the sun.
30 seconds of sun on the butthole is like 8 hours of sun outside with your...
Also, not true. There's no evidence that this actually works, and it may even cause you an awful sunburn, and you might be scaring little Jimmy in the neighborhood with this one. And if you don't want to take my word for truth, just look at Josh Brolin, who tried this peridium sunning that I've been hearing about, and my suggestion is do not do it as long as I did. My pucker hole is crazy burned, and I was going to spend the day shopping with my family, and instead, I'm icing and using aloe and burn creams because of the severity of the pain. I don't know who thought this was a stupid shit, but... And then we have his diet advice. Now, it's not all bad, but there are definitely things that we can review here.
3 tips for losing weight. Optimize your nutrition. Eat only organic food. Get off gluten, pasteurized dairy, white sugar, and white salt, the 4 white devils.
Now, obviously, if you can do all this, I'm sure you will have a much better life. But the average person is not going to make that big of a switch. If you want to lose weight, simply lower in your calories, and that'll help you drastically lose your weight. That's the only thing logically that you can do. It's the first law of thermodynamics. Calories in, calories out.
Number 2, get sunlight on the body. As much sunlight on as much of the body as you possibly can.
While getting a lot of sunlight is very awesome, that could also come with skin cancer in the future, man. Now, as far as the losing weight aspect, I can hardly see how the sunlight is going to help you lose weight. Yeah, maybe if you're out there long enough, sweating enough, then you'll lose some weight, but that's not going to do anything. Yeah, you'll feel a little bit better from the sun, but that's not going to help you lose weight. Come on. I mean, maybe if he's talking about indirectly all those factors being considered, maybe that'll help you lose a couple pounds.
Essential for weight loss is movement of the body. Exercise is a necessity, not a luxury. So pick something that you're willing to do each and every day that you enjoy. Use your local motion. Use a bike, walking, skateboard, just anything that's going to keep you moving. A body in motion stays in motion.
Now, this is actually 100% amazing advice, and I'm glad he added it in there. Cardio is so awesome. And I know a lot of bodybuilders are afraid to do cardio because they think their body's like a little snowflake and just a touch of cardio isn't going to help it. But you need to get your cardio in. If you don't like weightlifting, like he said, go ride your bike, go ride your skateboard. Find something that you love to do because at the end of the day, you want to be healthy. If you want to lose weight, this is all an amazing thing to do. Highly recommend this advice right here.
Finally, optimize your sleep hygiene, and you will need to lower stress levels or practice stress management to...
Sleeping is absolutely essential for muscle gain and muscle growth and for stress management. So I could not agree more with the sleep aspect of things. You have to get at least 8 hours of sleep in if you want to be optimal.
3 tips for gaining muscle. Number 1, sunlight. Saturate your cells. Boost your mitochondria, the energy centers of the cells in your 75 trillion cells. So when that's energized, your body is pumped up. Your genetic code has your musculature in it.
Again, the sun's awesome. It's going to have a lot of vitamins and a lot of minerals for you, but no, you're not going to become a Mr. Olympian standing out in the sun. It's good for you to have a little bit of sunlight, go out and touch some grass, but that's not going to do a whole lot for muscle growth. I'm sorry, that's just misleading at most.
We all have six-pack abs. Depending on what we eat is whether they are revealed. And six-pack abs isn't necessarily the penultimate of health and nutrition. So don't be deceived by the steroids. And you can get down into your fighting weight and be lean like a bodybuilder in competition. But staying there long-term might not be good for your long-term health and survival.
Again, he is absolutely right about this. Everyone has a six-pack, everyone has the capability to receive a six-pack, but it all comes down to your diet and nutrition. Just because you train abs doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a six-pack. You're going to get a bulkier, you're going to get a stronger set of abs, but abs are revealed in the kitchen. Also, some people cannot diet down to have abs because their body just won't allow them to and might not be healthy for that person. Everything that he said is 100% accurate in this clip.
Number 2 is fine-tune your nutrition. Boost your nutrition with supplementation. I highly recommend organ meats are excellent nutrition for your body. And so there's an amino acid from muscle meats that becomes toxic inside your body and gets neutralized by amino acids in organ meats. So definitely eat organ meats, cycle through that. And if you can't eat the organ meats or don't want to eat the organ meats, you can always take desiccated liver, desiccated organs, dried organs in capsules form.
Now, he's absolutely right. If you don't dial in your diet, you will not get a lot of growth. You can eat cheese, pizza, burgers, and french fries, but you're not going to be at your peak physical form unless you can dial in your exercise and your nutrition. So now you're probably wondering to yourself, why does he have such great advice and he also has such, let's just say, weird advice, off-kilter advice? Well, I think the answer to that is pretty simple. It's all about the money. It's all about the shock value. And you're probably like, Jacob, come on. This guy doesn't want money. Why would an influencer who's selling training programs and diet advice would want money? That's ridiculous. Well, here's his website and diet and training plans. Also, you have to keep in mind, people don't really want the simple answer. If I just said calories in, calories out, that's how you do it. Lift the 3 compound lifts, squat, bench, and deadlift. Incorporate some overhead press, you're going to have great results. That's not interesting. Come on, who wants to hear that? But if you show yourself shining your donut hole for millions of people
Donuts.
while drinking your own piss, then people are going to be, wow, maybe I need to tune in this guy. And you throw in some actual good advice, and then boom, bada bing, you have yourself a channel right there. Now, I'm not saying this guy doesn't want to do good, and I'm sure he has done good on a lot of people. But what he's preaching right here is just very misleading information, and it has to stop. Not only is it just gross, but it might seriously negatively impact someone's life. He is an influencer after all, and he has to show his influence for good and not for bad, because people are going to follow him at his word. But I think that'll pretty much wrap it up for today. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.